What up? This is Maurice, aka The Real Bishop. I just wanted to take some time. I keep seeing people talk about Tier 9 and Tier 10. Some people are already in Tier 10. I don't have enough of the feathers or the, what's that? The armory, whatever it is, to get to Tier 10. So I'm going to show you how I go through Tier 9. It's kind of simple, straightforward for me. I don't think I need to change anybody, actually. Do I have Archangel in there? No, I don't. Okay. So, who am I going to take out? I'll leave in... now, granted, everybody does not have... I already know, everybody does not have a 5-star Odin. Do you need a 5-star Odin for this? No. I'm just using him because I like using Angela. I like playing with Angela when I get the... when I get the bus on, and the boss on this one is, I don't think it's buffed up anymore, but either way, Archangel's going to do most of this heavy lifting. There might be a fights where I don't really need Doom though. There might be a couple of fights that I throw Magneto at somebody. Do I want to take out Doom and put back in Hype? Yeah, I'll do that. Because I'll probably end up, in case I do make a mistake and end up having to go back, because I lose, if I do make a mistake and end up losing Angela, then I'll definitely have to go back in and just finish it off with Hyperion. So, and I could probably do it with anybody, but it is what it is. We just go through it real quick, it don't matter. So yeah, you're looking at, Tier 9, you're looking at, Jane Foster with Specialist, which isn't a big deal. You're looking at Heimdall with Limber, which isn't a big deal. Thor Ragnarok combo up, definitely not a big deal. Gladiator Hulk, easy. I think he has, Heal Reversal, which definitely is not a fight for Angela. So I'm not worried about Loki and I'm not worried about the Odin fight. So the way I'm looking at it, what I'm going to do is I'm going to apply Odin's buffs to Angela. I'm gonna take her in. I'll probably do the 2 fights leading up to Thor, and then I'll take in Archangel, and then I'll use Magneto for the Gladiator Thor fight. I'll probably end up using Angela again for that Loki fight, and then for that Odin fight, it'll definitely be I'll use Angela, and if I make a mistake, then I'll go back in and I'll finish it up with Hyperion. So let's see. We go ahead and activate these buffs. As you can see, my Odin is not ranked up. I don't really have any plans on ranking up the 5-star. If anything, if I get like rank up gems or anything else like that, then I'll probably be more likely to rank them up, but I'm not using resources on them. It's not the plan. So I know that today I know Kabam released the announcement of the changes for Odin, and I definitely understand why they did it. Only because I have a 4 and a 5-star Odin, and initially I was just using both of them and giving the buffs to Angela or to Hyperion, and it was crazy. So I don't know. I understand why they do it, and I'm happy that they're actually giving us more. They're actually giving us crystals next month, and they're actually tuning up Odin's damage, because just for the average player, which I think I am, I don't see a use for him. I wish that they would get rid of this whole sleep mechanic, because that is not functional to me. Like I know that he's more of a Heimdall character, he's more of a support character, but what's the point in using resources or ranking him up if he can only do every other fight? I have seen gameplay and I have seen better players use him. I'm definitely not one of those better players. So for me, it'd be nice if he had a little more consistent damage overall throughout a quest. So yeah, and you've probably heard me, if you've seen any of my other videos, you've probably seen me say that at some point in time. But I've always been, I've always the buff to Angela mixed with this just made me too happy because I've always been a fan of Angela. I think I was excited for her when she first came into the game, and then even though the thing with Angela is even before she had the buff, the main thing that everybody said about her is she hits like a truck, and she does. She hits. She does have the potential to hit really hard, and then with the right synergies, she became a lot better. But it just wasn't. There were, I think around that. I can't remember if I think she was after Hyperion, and if you don't have Hyperion or you don't have Hyperion ranked up, then you definitely don't understand how he could overshadow Angela, and I think at that point in the game he definitely did. He was, I think at the point in the game where Angela came in, I think that was before Corvus might have come into the game as well. Definitely before Corvus, Hyperion was like one of the, if not the top cosmic in the game. Oh. So yeah, it's nice that Angela is actually has been shown some love and that she's been buffed up. I think I was excited for both her and what's his name, Civil Warrior, but I really just ended up bringing Angela in the end because Civil Warrior's buff, although it is nice and it does help out his damage, I'm not a fan of the dash back mechanic. You know what I mean? Like anything that breaks the normal rhythm of a fight, to me is something that I don't enjoy. Being forced to end a combo early or to do something outside of the normal realm of gameplay, to gain something, and especially to gain something that's not that you have to keep up. You know what I mean? Like, I don't like that. I'm not the biggest fan of that type of mechanic. So as much as I do like the change and the new damage that Civil Warrior does, it just doesn't seem like something that I would use. Now, that might all change. I might get into 7.2, and I might find out that that he does really well in certain areas, and then at that point, my opinion might change. I might rank him up. He might get used, but right now it's just I have too many other champs that I don't have that I want to get and rank up, and then I have too many champs at rank 2 that I'm either trying to awaken so I can get to rank 3, or I just need to go ahead and end this. That I need to either go ahead that I want to take to rank 3, that I'm holding on resources so that I can do that. So if I don't have to bring up a champ right now, then it's not something that I'm worried about. I have a lot of T2A expiring, so I think that's something that I'll definitely have to do. I don't know. I'm not talking too much about this quest because it's just kind of something that I go through and I do. And the thing is, it's not too difficult. I don't know what's going to happen when I get into tier 10, and definitely I do understand that some people may not have my roster, but if you notice, like, a lot of the things that I'm doing, it's not like it's not high level, you know what I mean? A lot of it's just like just parry heavy or just going through a fight like normal. So that's why I think if you have like a 4-star version of this character, or if you even can play well and have a 3-star version of any of these characters, then it should be a walk in the park. I mean, like, in a lot of cases, just like, the only thing is I can afford to get hit. Whereas if you bring in a 3 or a 4-star version of the character, you probably can't. So I think that's kind of the best way to go about it. But I've seen a lot of people in forums and in Discord servers talking about the issues that they've had with this fight. Well, with these fights, especially going through tier, who was I going to use here? Oh, Angela. Especially going through tier 8, because I think tier 8 also has buffed up. So yeah, that's what I would say is the only difference between my roster and your roster is, of course, like, I do more damage. I have a higher health pool, but if you're an above average player, or yeah, even a slightly above average player, you shouldn't have much problem with this. And it's coming from an average player with a good roster. So yeah, and I think this is definitely a chance if you have a 3-star. Because the thing is, a lot of the fights that I did, especially in Tier 9, if you look at it, outside of what was that? Maybe outside of the Hulk, outside of the Gladiator Hulk fight, where he's poison immune, Archangel can handle the majority of those fights. The only reason why I took in Angela is because I wanted to get her damage up for this fight. So I would, like I said, I would say if you have Archangel, rank him up. He's not an expensive. He's not a sig heavy champ. Like it's nice to have a lot of sigs in Archangel, but it's not necessarily like relevant, especially if for this content, because he'll still serve the same purpose. He'll still apply neurotoxin. They'll die quick anyway. So yeah, let's go ahead and do this real quick. But that's I don't know. That's what I would say about going through Tier 9 is that as long as you as long as you know how to use the core mechanics of the game, then you shouldn't have any issues. Like that's the thing. The Odin fight is just so easy. It's mainly because the thing is he's already really aggressive. So if you can, as long as you can get him to use even his special, so that's funny because even his special 2 is pretty easy to avoid. Can I get it in time? No. Mash. But yeah, that's what I would say is he's not really that difficult to fight. He's definitely not the uncollected or cavalier version. So I definitely I definitely think that anybody with even a lower version of these champs with a little above average skill, you can get through this no problem. The biggest things are parry, like the one that you hear me say all the time, parry heavy, parry heavy. If you can do those 2 things, then you should have no problem going through this quest. I think I'm going to go through and look at... I'm going to go through one more time. I'm not going to go through on stream one more time, but I am going to jump back into it just so I can see what Odin has as far as... what Odin has as far as his buffs. So what are we looking at? So yeah, it's just he's plain. He has a longer buff duration and 100% more health. So yeah, there's nothing even special about him. Unlike in, I think, where was it? Tier 8 where he had buffed up. So I'm pretty sure that Archangel can do this fight as well. So you're talking about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5 out of the 6 fights Archangel can do. If you have Magneto, then you can add him in, and he'll take and he'll handle one of those fights for you. So all that means is that you bring whatever variation of those champs you have, you bring them, and then you just bring someone else who can do the damage. All these other fights are straightforward, not too bad. This what is this? The heal or hide every 12 seconds the defender gains a regen buff. Like that's really nothing. If you bring a ranked up champ with decent damage, you'll get through that no problem. So that was it for me. I just wanted to kind of jump on and get a look at Tier 9. I'll do the same thing with Tier 10. Kind of go through that and see what I think about it. But if you have gone through Tier 9 and you've used a different set of champs, like I said, anybody could do. But let me know who your champs are. Let me know who works well for you. If there's somebody who I'm not thinking about or who I haven't named, I've really only named 2 champs. But if let me know who you take into this and let me know how you do. Let me know if you go into it with a challenge and take in 3 or 4 star champs yourself, and who you use and how well you do. So thanks for watching. You guys be safe. Have a good night.